All right, it's about 11:45 p.m. West Coast time on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025. Um, there has not been one single time on this app that I have come on here and like asked people for money, unless I was doing that for somebody else, for another charity, or when my brother and I we did our Pride fundraiser a year ago June for Kaleidoscope Youth Services in Columbus, Ohio. But it's like when we're doing YouTube lives, or sometimes I get comments from people there. It's like, do you have Cash App or Venmo or anything like that? It's like I'm not gonna put that out there. However, um, my brother Falcon and I are we've been working really really hard over the last year and a half or so, because we want to build this thing really, really into a couple things. Um, we want to build a community of people, who can like become friends with each other. And it's like we want to build a community and kind of a place where people who think like we do can come and like hang out with people who feel the same way about the things that are happening in this country right now. And we've done that to some extent, like the folks in the comments on our YouTube lives, um, and the folks in the comments on my TikToks and my brother's TikToks. And that's been a strong kind of driving force behind a lot of the things that we do. And it's like I want to make videos that are informative to people, and that I can bring my knowledge and my experience and my ADHD brain in explaining, politics and news and specifically the law, to people in a way that they can grasp it and understand it. And I've been working hard at that for the last couple of years, and I think I'm getting pretty close to being able to do that. But we get comments a lot, and we get DMs a lot, and we get emails a lot, from people who are like, how can we support you guys financially in this stuff? And I'll be honest, it's like that's always made me a little uncomfortable. Um, but my brother and I are also working really hard so that he and I both can get to a point where we're doing this stuff full time, um, absent other jobs and sources of income. And I've been thinking about that over the last few days. I got a really nice email from somebody who really wanted to do that and really wanted to help us in that regard. And y- you know, so if anybody does want to do that, you just go to hawkpodcasts.com. That'll take you to our Patreon page, and just subscribe. We have two or three different subscription tiers at different amounts. And if you feel inclined and you want to support the things that my brother and I are doing, first of all, I would be unimaginably grateful for that. Second, my brother would be unimaginably grateful for that as well. And third, uh, that would allow he and I both to do this full time. And that's one thing that I really, really want to do now at this point in my life. I want to do this stuff full time. Um, I want to do this stuff full time. And I know that my brother does too. And so if by some chance you are able and or willing or enthusiastic about that, in helping my brother and I be able to do this stuff full time. You can do that on our Patreon page at hawkpodcasts.com by subscribing at one of the 3 or 4 different tiers that we have on that page. If you do that, that would be amazing. You will have my undying gratitude. You will have my brother's undying gratitude. And again, I'm not good at this part of things, uh, but we've gotten some requests for it. So I thought I would make a video and try to provide that information. I'll put the URL on the screen. Just go to hawkpodcasts.com and that'll take you right to our Patreon page. So if you do that, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will be eternally grateful, as will my brother. And because I think if I'm able to do this stuff full time, the things that I do online will get better. I think they will improve dramatically. I've been doing this stuff part time for the last couple of years, and it's a struggle sometimes, because it's like working a full time gig. It's like I record most of my content either first thing in the morning before I start work, or I work a full day and I get home and I try to make a bunch of content for the next day, and then I just jam as much content as I possibly can over the weekends, and that schedule's been wearing on me a bit, and I really want to be able to do this stuff full time, and I know my brother does as well. So if you appreciate the things that we do and you want to support us in that endeavor financially, go to hawkpodcasts.com, subscribe to one of our tiers, and I appreciate it. And thank you if anybody does that. And thank you, as always, to everybody who follows me. All right. Have a great night, everybody.